Why, hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Whatever time it is for you, thank you so much for stopping by, and welcome to tonight's stream. It's more Lover Pretend. We're back on the Lover Pretend train. Hanging out with Makino. Our lovely little weeb boy. But yeah. Soon the music will end, but in the meantime, let's pop over here. Hello, it's me. No, we don't need Chat Cat, and I actually need to be brought down just a little bit. There we go. And no music. I thought I hit pause on you. I need to go over here to the left as well. That works. All right, cool. So yes, hello everyone. Hello. It's me. And it is time. We're back with Lover Pretend. We're back doing Makino. I mean, Senna's route, I'm hoping that Makino's route continues to be good. Like, so far it's been... I forgot that we were at... You know what? I'm gonna talk after we finish this bit. Because I hate that this sound effect plays in a loop. Later, as I was writing a report for class in my room, my phone started ringing. Professor Asaki, what could this be about? Hey. And posture check and stretch break. Oh boy. Oh, you're really getting the Pred's Tamagotchi. I did go out. I went outside. I actually touched some grass today. Not that I don't go outside pretty much every day anyways, but we went to a dog park for Father's Day, me, my Earth Dad, and the doggy. It was really cute. Doggy ran around, sniffed a few other... I am quite allergic to much grass, but I'm survived. Doggy ran around, sniffed a few other doggies, peed on a tree, and then was like, I'm done, and walked to the exit of the dog park, and then looked back at us and was like, are you coming? I was like, well, all right then, hon, you're done. Wild. But yeah, otherwise it was good. We had food. I hung out with my dad. It was chill. It was a chill day. All right. But yeah, all right. Professor Asagi needs us. Of course, what do you need? An urgent request. I hope I can help. He began to list the details for me. Well, okay, so here's the thing. He wasn't on a leash, because the dog park, you don't have them on a leash. So he was unleashed, and I was just walking around with him. So more like he just led me around the park. Hi, Phantom! I'm going here. Alright, okay. He began to list the details for me. It turned out that he needed me to go to the potential shooting locations that matched the movie's story outline. He needed reports on each one for reference. Location scouting. This is starting to feel like a real movie picture. Production. Of course, I wanted to do something I could do. Something? Janayo. I wanted to do anything I could to help, but I was nervous about doing it alone. Will I be doing this by myself? Yeah. It's gonna be Makino. That's a relief. Thank you. Who will it be? Oh, I feel that. Yeah. Hearing that it was Harume was fantastic. Well, thankfully, Lover Pretend is not a high energy game, so chill out, lay down, enjoy yourself. You know, relax, get comfy. We're just gonna romance some boys. Sounds good. After I finished my call with Professor God bless it. Asagi, I immediately dialed Harume. He picked up almost immediately. Oh, perfect timing. Yeah. Yeah, why don't we come up with a plan? Can we meet tomorrow?
はい。父の仕事の手伝いでスタジオに行くので、そこで打ち合わせをしましょう。
Oh, okay, meet the studio. Okay, I'll see you there.
はい。それじゃ。
Good night. Location scouting. When I ended the call and put my phone down, my eyes fell on the pilgrimage materials. These are really well made. As I flipped through the large packet, I was once again struck by how well it was put together. I know. If I research the locations ahead of time, it'll make the whole thing go smoother. I should do thorough research like Otome did and surprise him. All right, let's do this. I got to work right away. The next day, I met Otome on the break floor of the studio. Both our arms were full. Oh my god, did we do the same thing? Oh, that's adorable. Wait, did you?
あなたこそ。
That's actually really cute. That's actually really adorably cute. I knew it. I worked hard to research everything because I wanted to surprise you.
驚いたのはこっちですよ。まさかあなたもここまでの精度で下調べをしてくるなんて。
My goodness. Otome flipped through my documents.
よくできていますね。丁寧にまとまっているし、チェックすべきポイントも一目でわかります。
You think so? It made me happy to hear such a direct compliment. I almost wanted to giggle.
僕とは大違いですよ。
What? Really? But your packet was easy to read, and this one's well made too. Otome's report had detailed comments and photos from various angles, so it was easy to understand. It detailed what kind of scenes we could film, the weather, and even had a list of potential problems we could run into at these locations. However, this botanical garden. I've seen it before. I don't think I've been there, though.
この滝、いいですね。
Right? I think it could look different depending on the weather, too.
滝で話すシーンは確か夕方でしたよね。
Got
光が差す方向と合わせれば。
Huh? Yeah, I think it would look really beautiful. It's just a matter of getting there.
駅からもかなり遠い上に。
Once every 2
2
hours?
時間に1本ですか。
Plus, it's still some distance from the bus stop, so we have to plan around that.
今回は時間も限られていますから、なるべく効率よく行きましょう。
Aquarium!
水族館からですかね。
Hi, Kenzie. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you. Yep, I agree. I've looked up the show times too. This just sounds like a date. We spread out our maps and photos. Coming up with a route that hit all our locations while taking time into account was no easy task.
こっちはどうしましょうか。
I think we were going back and forth pointing to our documents when... Oh, who's joining us?
Yo.
あなーい。
何やってんだお前ら。デートの打ち合わせか?
Hush, sir. We heard Mr. Hanai's voice from above. Date?
違います。これはロケハンの仕事で。
必死になって否定してるところが余計に怪しいな。俺の目はごまかせねえぞ。
My goodness. We're not deceiving you.
何も隠すことはねえだろ。年頃の男女なんだから。
Amazing.
恥ずかしがることも。
Well, we are fake dating, so.
そうですね。今さら隠し立てすることでもありませんでした。
I managed to muffle my surprise. Instead, it was Mr. Hanai who let out a weird yelp.
まさか、お前らマジだったのか?
He was just fucking with us, but it's real.
ええ、そのマジです。
Yeah, we
お付き合いは
really are dating.
しています。
He said it.
今は仕事の打ち合わせをしていただけですが。
This is actually work though.
おお、そうか。
Amazing. Mr. Hanai must have only said it to tease us. Oh, blessings. Oh, okay, triple blessings. I feel a little bad. I'm just as startled as he is. But now that he knows about it, we can't turn back. We need to be careful what we say and do from now on.
へえ、イギリス留学から帰ってきても変わらず引っ込み思案だったお前がね。化けるもんだな。
留学は好きでしたわけじゃありません。父の命令で仕方なく言っただけです。
Orders? How do we said it so matter-of-factly? He must have not wanted to study abroad, but order was a very strong word.
とにかく花江さん、彼女との時間に水を差さないでください。打ち合わせとはいえ大切な時間なんです。
おっと、悪い。そうだったな。そんじゃあとは若いやつらでごゆっくり。
My goodness. Also, what chapter are we in? We're in chapter 4. Okay. For some reason, I thought we were still in 3. Mr. Hanai left just as cheerfully as he had come. That was a surprise.
僕、うまく恋人をやれていましたか?
Yeah, I think you did great, considering it was Mr. Hanai of all people. Not many could have done that.
そう言ってもらえたら、命を削って挑戦した甲斐がありました。HP は限りなくゼロって感じですけどね。
Hanami laughed, then he looked fatigued. Wait here. I went and brought a drink from the vending machine and handed it to him. Hanami took the chilled bottle with a grateful expression and gulped it down in one go.
ありがとうございます。緊張で喉がカラカラになっていました。これじゃまだまだ修行が足りませんね。
Me too. I didn't do anything, but my heart was still racing. If he'd asked for any details, we would have been in trouble.
そうですね。もう少し設定を詳しく決めておきましょうか。
Decide on our backstory.
キャラが決まれば多少は落ち着いて対応できるかもしれません。ただの
Oh, God bless it. He wasn't done with his line, but he paused, and so I thought he was done. Right. Preparation is important. Let's think of something good. We took out our notepads and started writing out our story as a couple.
いいですか? これは僕たちと同姓同名のキャラクターです。
Honey.
僕たちは演者としてこの設定をしっかり頭の中に入れておかねばなりません。
My goodness.
演じるときは常にアドリブです。この設定はアドリブの演技をするときには何より重要な手がかりになるはずです。
Got it. So we need to use this info to deeply understand our characters. Amazing.
はい、その通りです。ですからあまり突飛な設定にはしないように気をつけて。
Yeah. Hanami turned around the paper with the questions and details written out and handed it to me.
まず2人の出会いからですね。
Oh, how we met. Also, I want to check status. 61. Nice, nice. Okay. Our meeting.
もともと知り合いだったとして付き合い始めたのはどちらかの誕生日というのが定番でしょうか。
Huh?
誕生日に告白というのは割合よくある設定です
が、
が、
is
あま
it?
り違和感を持たれるんですよ。
Is it? September 10th. That's yours.
はい。合宿を経て少し日常に戻ってきた。ちょうどいい頃合いかと。僕から告白したことにしましょう。誕生日を祝ってくれたあなたにかねてからの思いを告げた。
Were you with anybody on your... Question, were you with anyone on your birthday that would contradict that story? For a while.
あなたの真面目な人柄に惹かれたというのはどうですか？恋心ではないにしても事実ですし。
We want to stick to as much truth as possible. It's easier to build a story around what's true than to build a story around all lies. Huh? That startled me, but Harume just continued to read through his note.
初デートはプラネタリウム。天体観測が好きというよりは静かな場所がいいという消極的な理由で決めました。
Hi, Reaper! Hello! Hello! We're dating a weeb. Well, pretend dating. We're fake dating a weeb. It's great. This game's hilariously, adorably fun. Stamps! Yeah.
けれど、終わってみれば星空の美しさに感動して互いの仲は一層深まったという筋立てです。
I have zero alcohol in my place. I don't think I've actually ever had alcohol in this apartment. Huh. I'm also just not a big alcohol person, so... That was our only significant date spot. Harume also added that since we hadn't been dating for very long, we wouldn't have many regular places yet. Yeah, absolutely. Never backfired before. I see. I sighed in awe.
どうですか？変なところがあれば教えてほしいのですが。
No, it's really detailed and clear. Just saying that we were lovers was a little vague, but this gives me a much better idea.
そうですか。よかった。
I wonder if you're able to think of things like this so easily because you watch so many shows. I should learn from you.
それはちょっと嬉しいです。
Aww.
あんな物語を考えつくあなたにそんな風に言ってもらえるなんて。
He's cute and blushy. It makes me happy to hear that too. Well, we got our timeline down. What's left is we confessed and began dating. So if we're a couple, buzzings, we should act like one. So like kissing? Otome just started trying to take another drink from his bottle, but he choked on my words. Oh, I'm sorry. That was a weird thing for me to say.
いえ、そうですね。
Oh.
どうしましょうか。もうしたことにします。
That sounds crazy. That's another thing I've never had. I've never had energy drinks. Mostly because I don't need them. I run on pure ADHD. A couple that had already kissed. Even though our dating history had been ironed out, I doubt I'd be able to act like that. Let's say we haven't yet.
そうですね。あんまり現実と乖離しているのも良くないですし。あ、そうそう。それでロケハンの件なんですが。
Our work, yes. I pulled my thoughts from our couple notes. Immediate wee woo. Otome came out like a fucking bat out of hell. How do I freaking see? Wild. All right. Turn my focus back to location scouting. After a while, we finished our plan and ended our meeting. We haven't gone out together since the first fan pilgrimage. Last time we went to an udon shop and an anime store, but this time we are going to an aquarium, my favorite place. It feels like a date. Hey, Pat, thank you! I walked back home, my thoughts wandering. Yeah, it was a bot. Episode 5! Which means we are... It's 5, 6, and then 7's the end. All right. And I have my, I have my little, oh yeah, head pass for Otome Town too, yeah. Yeah, bot on bot violence. The day of the location scouting, I waited at the train station with the documents I'd written with Harumi. Let's go. Our destination? The aquarium. My favorite place. I love the aquarium. It was full of people and would be easy to get lost in. It's really crowded. Let's hold hands. Following the map we got from the aquarium website, we headed to the dolphin show stage. I'm doing pretty alright. I am a little sleepy. Mostly I just want my new book to come in, which it may come in Tuesday instead of Wednesday. That'd be fun. If so, then we're definitely doing Wednesday Tomodachi. We may even do a Thursday Tomodachi. If I think I have both days off. But yeah, so. Yeah. Hanami pointed to the spot near the large show tank. The website said we'd get covered in water. I think we'd better prepare for that.
ですね。でも概要には一番前の席と後ろの席からの写真が欲しいとありましたので。現状後ろの方はすでにお客さんが多いですし、そちらは後回しにして空いている前の席に今座ってしまいましょう。
We should protect all of our things that could get ruined if they got wet. Just saying that. Sure, sounds good. Even though it was still hot every day, September was almost over. There was a chance that getting soaked would make us catch cold. Catch a cold? I know catch cold is technically kind of grammatically correct, but God, does it piss me off. That's my grammatical pet peeve. Catch cold. It's catch a cold. But telling myself that this was for work, I sat down with Harumi in the front row. Before long, the announcement that the dolphin show is beginning rang through the hall. Harumi covered the camera with a plastic bag to protect it. Good job, and clicked the shutter. The dolphins performed a variety of tricks, like catching a ball or doing a lap with the trainer holding onto them. Oh my God. Each time a cheer burst from the crowd, I tried to focus on work, telling myself not to get too absorbed in the show. Since Harumi was taking photos, my job was recording information about our surroundings. Yeah, oh God. Similar thing for me here. I have one in my stream room. It's not too... No, it's kind of like straight in the middle of things, so... Yeah. What the seats were like, how they were arranged, what problems we might run into when shooting there. Additionally, if I noticed anything particularly useful, I'd write it down. Oh boy. Yeah, the dolphin jumped high in the air. Wow, that's amazing! But there wasn't any time to take it in. You get splashed. We're suddenly covered in buckets of water. Yeah, you guys. Harumi, are you okay?
カメラは無事です。一応日常生活防水ですし。
I meant you.
さらにビニールで守っていましたので。
I meant you, sir. He still took off the bag to inspect it, though. And what about you?
大丈夫。僕も生きてます。
Well, yes, but he's way more soaked than me. He might catch a cold. Oh, blink. I only have a hand towel, but it's better than nothing. I started drying him off without thinking, but I could have just let him borrow my towel. I mean, we're dating, so I think Harumi just doesn't like it when people get in his personal space.
ありがとうございます。
You're welcome. Did you get any in your eyes? Yeah.
さすがに閉じましたので。というか、あなたも濡れてるじゃないですか。
Well, yeah, but not as much as you, and the sun will dry it up quick.
いや、風邪をひいたらどうするんですか。
I'm fine. I'm pretty resilient. Besides, I think you're the one we should be worried about.
そういうことじゃ。あなたは女性なんですから、体調には気をつけないと。
I don't think gender has anything to do with colds. That's an amazing line. I'm sorry, I need to screenshot that.
だけど、あなたが風邪でもひいたらと思うと、僕は心配なんです。
Well, if you did, then I'd be worried too. Yep. Yeah, this is the Switch game.
堂々巡りですね。
Yep, I'm on my Switch looking on my otomes, and then Pokemon, and then Pokemon, and then Pokemon, and 13 Sentinels. You're right. How dumb would it be if we both ended up getting colds?
そんなことになったら、
Hi,
花井さん
Holly!
にまたからかわれますよ、絶対。
I want my fish book now. Hello. You exist. Understandable. Ugh, I can just imagine it. I could even imagine exactly what he'd say. Oh, but maybe if you think up another part of our backstory, that extra ammunition would help me hold up against him. Head patch! Pico!
それは頼もしいですね。でも、相手はあの花井さんです。きっと僕たちが思いもしないような切り口で突っ込んでくるかもしれませんよ。
True. When you put it like that, it shakes my confidence.
詳細な設定を考えておいた方がいいかもしれませんね。
You're right. This kind of feels like getting ready for an exam.
相手の傾向を見極めて対策を立てるという意味では遠からずという気がします。このハンカチお借りします。僕もタオル持ってきたので、あなたはこっちを使ってください。
Interesting that they're using "I'll borrow this towel" when it literally is a handkerchief, but okay. Thank you. I took the hand towel Harume offered and dried myself off. The sun was shining and the wet parts were already beginning to dry. Wait, if Harume had one too, we could have just used our own. But borrowing each other's stuff seemed like something a couple would do. Maybe? Yeah. Yeah. Harume started walking, so I followed. The conversation felt pretty natural. I wonder if all couples are like that. We continued to take photos of key spots at the aquarium, then moved on to our next location and did the same. Before we knew it, the sun had set. Oh, I'm tired. We slumped into the seats of an empty train as we looked through the photos for the photos we took today. My legs felt like they were about to fall off, and I was very drowsy. But I enjoyed looking at the pictures with Harume.
疲れましたけど、これが作品作りの礎になるんですね。
What did I eat? Sorry, the inside of my mouth is absolutely cut the fuck up, and I'm trying to figure out what did I eat that would make it do that. I did have some crunchy stuff today. I mean, I had fried chicken. I had ice cream cone. Oh no, it's the actual, like, my actual gums are all cut to shit. But my skin is very delicate and gets easily cut. My skin breaks very easily, so if I eat something crunchy, like if I eat crunchy food, the likelihood is that it will absolutely cut my mouth to hell. Harume sounded happy. He may not have particularly wanted to come, but he still seems like he had fun. You're right. Hey, we should probably plan for the next one too.
ああ、そうですね。じゃあ次回は例の滝と植物園ですかね。
I also love botanical gardens. How about here and here too?
そうですね。
We checked the location list and set up our next plan. Soon enough, the train took us back to the station where we'd meet up that morning. We decided to meet in the same place for our second location scouting too. Blessings. I arrived a little early. I doubt he's here yet. I went to where Harume had been standing last time to wait for him, but... Oh, blessings again!
早いですね。
My goodness. He was already there. You too!
さあ、行きましょうか。
I'm excited for today.
ああ、ここですよ、ここ。
When we arrived at the botanical garden, Harume's eyes practically sparkled. He looked like he'd fly off into space if I didn't tether him down somehow. He seems to be oddly excited. Actually, when I read the information Harume gathered about this place, it seemed familiar. I'd never come to these gardens before. Harume seemed to have forgotten about me as he zipped around and took photos. He was clicking the shutter at least twice as much as last time.
この木、このアングル、間違いない。
Oh, he's weeping out. This tree, angle. After hearing what he said, I took another look around the place. This place! It's where Kai said farewell to Gerda in episode 19 of Atomic Saga! That explained why Harume was so excited. Harume!
あ、ちょっと待ってください。今アニメのアングルと比較して撮影ポイントを探しているところなんです。
He was completely immersed. Go home! No. Or say Kai's line. Yeah? Garden, I've killed a succulent, so... To be fair, I did accidentally leave it out in the middle of an ice storm, so... Like a 100-year bad ice storm, so... Alright. Say Kai's line. If I call out to him normally, I don't think it'll reach his ears. Well, I can't be with you anymore. Goodbye, Gerda. Harume whipped around looking like he'd been struck by lightning.
それはカイのセリフ。
Yeah.
あなたがカイってことは僕がヒロインのゲルダですか？できるならカイがいいけれど、しかしゲルダの気持ちを疑似体験できるのもなかなかに美味しい。
Amazing. Makino. Amazing Harume. Nah. I love flowers, but I don't do great taking care of them because I forget to water them. You finally looked at me.
すみません。怒ってますよね。
Did you choose this place because it was a site from Atomic Saga?
いえ、それもあるけど、それだけじゃない。
Yes, but no.
最初に脚本を読んだとき、ここが合ってると思って。正直、日本の映画に良さそうな場所をゼロから見つけるのって難しくて、だったらここをって思ってしまったのは認めます。
The dejected Harume looked like a scolded puppy. Seems like he was trying to kill two birds with one stone, but that doesn't always work out like you think. Not that I'm one to talk. I tried to do something similar, ended up causing trouble for Professor Asagi. I understand what you're coming from, but we can't mix your job and your hobby. We're here for work. I agree that this garden is a good location, and it's hard to find places like this, but even so...
はい、反省してます。
Oh, baby. Really?
本当です。
Okay, if you get it, no problem. Now let's keep on task, okay?
はい。それにしても、もう19話まで見たんですか?
Yeah, I wanted to watch more, but I started watching Tearblade instead. That scene from episode 19 made me cry so much. I thought Kai was cold at first, but he became more human as he spent time with Gerda and the others.
そうなんです。19話はそんな仲間たちを守るために、あえて別れを告げるんですよね。
We just told him we can't mix work and hobbies, and here we are talking about his hobby.
悲しいけど、すごくかっこよくて何度も見返しちゃいました、僕。
Amazing.
もうお前とは一緒にいられない。さよならだ、ゲルダ。
I know that's not what you want. That's why this time I'll save you. Kai changed to that scene, but Gerda, who had always been protected before, changed too. Kai chose to leave his friends to protect them, and Gerda wanted to save Kai from that loneliness. It was a beautiful scene.
まさに。花弁が舞い散る中、見つめ合う二人の絵が脳裏に焼き付いて離れませんでした。本当にこの場所に来られる日が来るなんて。
I understand that feeling, but you should set that aside for the location scouting. If a person tried to make their own story while thinking about another one, I doubt it would turn out well. That's why right now we need to focus all our thoughts on the piece we're working on currently.
はい、ごめんなさい。
I think we've taken enough photos here. But we did come all the way. Why don't we look around a little more before we leave?
いいんですか?
Yeah, we still have some time until our bus. Besides, I don't think we'll be able to come here very often.
ありがとうございます.
That's Hey, I go through... my hobbies are like a revolving circle of crafts. And sometimes I'll be in a hobby for like years at a time, and then other times I'll quickly move. I'll be in there for like a month, and then move on. I collect craft supplies like a fucking hoarder. Because I just shift hobbies so much. Harumi's expression brightened, and he started taking photos again. I watched, awed by how much he loved it.
もしよかったら、ゲルダが立っていた場所に立ってもらえませんか?
Huh?
写真撮らせてほしいんです。
I have to say, it's a little embarrassing, but... This is kind of awkward, but if you really want, I can... I think it was around here? I guess where I should stand based on the surrounding plants.
そうです。そこです。分かり合えるって素晴らしいですね。
I feel that. I love writing. I'm quite a prolific writer myself. You don't mind that I'll be in the picture when I ruin it?
いえ、そのあたりは人によると思いますが、僕は誰かに立ってもらっていた方が臨場感があって好きなんです。
I mean, I created the visual novel for last year's anniversary. That was like 30,000 words. That was a lot of writing. Well, go on ahead. I tried to make the same pose from the scene.
じゃあ行きますよ。3、2、1。
After clicking the shutter a number of times, Harume was finally satisfied.
ありがとうございました。いい思い出になりました。
Would you prefer if I was in cosplay?
我が人生に一片の悔いなしという感じです。
Mm-hmm. I feel that. There are those stories where you're just like, what? Oh god. And then you set them aside, and sometimes you don't touch them for years, and then you come back and you're like, I know exactly what I'm doing. Or sometimes you read it and you're like, ah, shit, I want more. And then you realize you're the author, you're the one who has to fucking write more. And you're like, ah, no. Nothing.
いえ、まだまだやりたいことはたくさんありますが。見てください。なかなかいい写真になってます。
Let's see. On the screen was the same scenery from episode 19. It bothered me a little that I was the model, but even so, I thought it was a good photo. You're a good photographer.
そうですか。じゃあ、せっかくですし、これを。
Is it how?
よからぬことを考えているわけでは決してなく。
ほ
ら、よく手帳に大事な人の写真を挟んだりするじゃないですか。あれをやってみませんか？
Oh.
それでより恋人らしくなるんじゃないかって思うんですけど。
I feel like these days you just take photos with your phone, but that's embarrassing, so maybe a print one would be better. The prints are also embarrassing. Then can I take a photo too?
待ってください。会になりきる準備がまだ。
Ignoring Harumi's panic, I took a photo.
じゃあ、突然撮るのは反則ですよ。
It's fine. You're not making a funny face. Yeah.
そういう問題じゃありませんよ。まったく。
Harumi looked a little flustered, but it was a nice picture. He didn't normally show his emotions very much, so it was a rare look for him. Now, don't get upset. Besides, once we don't have to pretend to be a couple, we'll get rid of it. And I promise I won't show it to anyone else.
わかりました。あくまで一時的なものですしね。小道具の一種だと割り切ります。
Later, we each held the photos we'd printed out. Keeping a photo in your planner is a pretty neat idea.
はい。前に見たアニメにそういうシーンがあったので、
Yep.
思いを形にするのに、写真というのは優秀な小道具ですね。実際に自分がそういうものを持つことになるとは思っていませんでしたが。
Make feelings tangible, huh? No blessings. Now that I think about it, I have print photos of my mom and grandma too. I suppose every time I look at this photo, I'll think about you and wonder what you're doing. It'll make me want to see you. Oh, well, I thought it would be like that for your girlfriend. Isn't that what photos of your special person are for?
そうですね。いいですね。
Aww.
恋人としての設定をまとめた用紙に追記しておきましょう。
It's kind of fun adding to our characters. Oh, look, they have rare plants over there. Why don't we take a look?
はい。
The botanical garden was larger than I expected, and it was full of odd plants. It was like being in a fantasy world.
植物園って面白いところですね。
It really is.
よし、元気が出ました。では改めまして、残りのロケハンも頑張りましょう。
Nope. That's why I love game creation too. There's so many stories you can really only tell, or stories that work best through the medium of games. I love stories. I love stories. Scout locations. You're full of energy. Okay, let's do it. After we walked around the botanical garden. Incorrect intonation there. We headed to the waterfall as planned. Then we traveled to the other locations, took photos, and gathered information. It felt like the day flew by. That night, I came home and uploaded the photos onto my computer before putting together the report. Harumi had offered to do it instead, but I told him it was my job since Professor Asagi assigned it to me, so Harumi sent me all the data I needed.
資料作り、頑張ってくださいね。
Thanks.
でも困ったことがあったらいつでも連絡ください。手が足りないとかあったら。
Yeah. I have conflicting feelings about stories that use extremely like dense vocabulary. A, because I'm like, well, this is just nigh fucking unreadable. And B, and then I'm like, okay, I could see why you would do that if it's like dialogue, but also I'm a little biased. There we go. Okay, I was like, there's something on my microphone and it's now off. I'll let you know, don't worry. I giggled at the memory. My original impression of Hatomi was that he kept people away and didn't trust anyone. Oh, no, they're not a bug. It was a fuzz. Because my microphone has the, like, soft wind cover on it. And so it gets fuzz caught on it all the time. It was very much not a spider. I have a lot of spiders in my apartment, though. Because I'm at first floor. And that's my trade-off. I get better accessibility and more spiders. No, spirits, give me back. No, spirits, there we go, okay. He was the definition of aloof. When we had to trade ring information for work, he looked unhappy about it. It was like he had an aversion to getting close to anyone. But now I always enjoy the time we spend together. He cares for my health, he didn't cringe away when I dried him with my towel, and he even let me borrow his. Could this be friendship? This time I didn't laugh about a memory, but rather my own thoughts. Absolutely, only friendship. I think this should be good for now. Interesting. I know you can use peppermint essential oil, but also I just need to get one of my windows recaulked. Because I think that's where they're coming from. He said I don't need to submit this right away, so I'll let it rest for the night and look it over again with fresh eyes tomorrow. All that walking around was exhausting. It's too much for an indoors person. I mumbled to myself while I stretched, and from the corner of my eye, I saw the photo of Hatomi we'd printed out on the way home. He was looking towards me with a slightly surprised expression. I picked it up and put it between the pages of my planner. It does seem like a couple's thing. But thinking about it, isn't that really embarrassing? What if somebody sees this? But we promised. I bet Hatomi's doing this right now, too. I chose to keep it between the pages for now. At first, I was pretty worried at how things were going to work out, but I think our acting's going pretty well. I guess it helps we have something in common to talk about, like anime. It helped a lot that Hatomi was so cooperative. I'd never thought I would pseudo-experience having a boyfriend, but I was enjoying it more than I expected. Other things couples would do are, I guess, event-related. Dress up together on Halloween or admire the lights on Christmas. If we were a couple, I'm sure we would be planning these things. Already be planning these things. Yeah, ugh. The frickin' fruit gnats are a nasty yearly fucking fight. Thankfully, I have rubbing alcohol in a spray bottle, and I just spray it in trash cans and Kiki's litter box and sink because they don't like rubbing alcohol. Yeah. But I bet Hatomi would want our costumes to be from Art Saga and fully authentic. But does couples cosplay really overlap with Halloween costumes? Aren't ghosts and pumpkins more in theme? More importantly, I can't imagine Hatomi or I acting like that in front of the others. If we're avoiding the crowds, I guess Christmas lights are out too. Should we decorate the tree at home together? That doesn't sound bad, but it feels more like a family thing than a couples thing. In fact, it'll be just before filming starts. I doubt we'll be able to enjoy Christmas while we're so busy. But if I'm with Hatomi, I bet it'll be fun. I only had a vague idea what these events would be like before, but everything became so much clearer when I imagined them with Hatomi. I wonder if this is also thanks to him. I opened my planner and looked at the photo. It felt like we were a real couple since I was looking forward to seeing him again. Interesting. Oh, this feeling right now. I feel I can write something really good. Struck by the sudden rush of inspiration, I quickly went for the computer. Being with Hatomi is a better influence than I thought it would be. Oh, fuck. Blech. I was so engrossed with my writing that the sudden noise on my phone really startled me. A call from Hatomi? Hello?
もしもし、大変です。大変なんです。
Oh? What?
チケットが取れたんですよ。トークイベントです。もちろんライブコーナーもあって。
Amazing.
Wait, Hatomi, calm down. What tickets? What convention?
すみません。興奮のあまり取り乱して。後サガのトークイベントのチケットが取れたんです。DVD 購入者特典の先行予約を申し込んでいたんですが、人気タイトルなのでかなり厳しい抽選で。でも取れました。それで1 刻も早くあなたに報告しなくちゃって。
Thanks.
主要キャラの声優さんや監督さんも来ますし、テーマ曲を歌うアーティストさんたちのライブもあるんです。制作の舞台裏トークに書き下ろしの朗読劇まで、かなり豪華なプログラムですよ。想像するだけでワクワクが止まりません。
That's great. I hope you have fun. You can tell me all about it later. I wasn't too sure what he meant by convention, but I suppose it was like a stage greeting for a movie? But being able to meet the people who created Outsaga in person, I could understand why Harume was so excited.
なんでそんな人事なんですか？もしかしてやっぱり後サガには興味がなかったり。
What do you mean? I didn't pre-order tickets for it, so I want to at least hear what it's like from you. I'd go if I could.
いえ、行けます。
Really? General admission tickets are up?
そうじゃなくて、僕ペアチケットを申し込んだんです。
Oh my god.
だからあなたも行けるんです。
What?
もし嫌じゃなかったらですけど。イベントは月末の日曜日なんです。一応映画関連の仕事はないかと思いますが、あなたは僕の把握していない浅木さんの方のお仕事もあるでしょうけど、日曜日なので大丈夫かと。
Wait, let me check.
With Harumi's urging, I quickly checked my calendar. Looks like I'm free! I can go!
本当ですか？はあ、よかった。実はイベントが告知されてから応募するかどうか迷ったんです。倍率がすごいことは最初から予想していました。当たるかわからなかったので黙っていたんですが。一人で行くのは怖かったし、応募の時期はちょうどあなたにオタ活をお話しした後だったので。もし後サガを気に入ってくれたら一緒に行けるかもと。それと映画の方も脚本が進んで正式なキャスティングが11月頭には決まるだろうと聞いていたので、その前に少しでも英気を養いたいなんて思ったり。
That's right. Once the script is done, there won't be much to do as the writer's assistant, but Harume is probably going to be busy.
Oh, blessings. I was looking it up online just now. This event's a pretty large-scale one.
Entering a lottery for an event where there's going to be this much people, I can tell you're serious about this, Harume.
かなり悩みました。
Oh my god.
僕なんかが行っていい場所かどうかもわからなかったし。
And then, of course, I yawn.
でも声優さんの裏話は聞けるし、朗読劇は本編後のカイとゲルダのエピソードという予告もありました。今回のイベントはまだ円盤化の発表がありませんし、応募しないで後悔するのは辛いですから。
Oh, yeah, posture check. Okay.
Get a disc release? Oh, I guess he means DVD. Then you are right to enter. Plus, maybe you'll make some friends there.
そんなイベントに行けるだけでも奇跡なのに、友達なんて高望みしすぎですよ。
Really? Everyone there will be fans of the series, so I don't think it's that impossible.
なんだか不思議です。
Aww.
あなたにそう言われると。
Our cute little weeb boyfriend.
気がしていました。
You do? I'm glad to hear that. That night, we talked about Outsaga and other things, like the movie casting he brought up earlier. Of course, we promised we'd go together. Speaking of dates and stuff, hey guys, hey Melrose and Yawns, did you know that we're only 11 followers on Twitch away from unlocking me starting to work on that visual novel? Starting work on the next visual novel, we're only 11 followers away. Oh no, the spirits took me because I had to turn around. Oh, they gave me back real fast. Oh, nice. The spirits are very kind today. When the day of the event came, we met up at the train station as usual and headed to the venue together. It was at an extraordinary event hall. I had to literally drag Harumi inside since he'd gone stiff with nervousness. We bought glow sticks and a show pamphlet. There was a special Atsaga magazine that was released that day too. Collector's book details the stories and world, also includes staff interviews and others behind the scene information. Cool. Once we'd finally purchased all our merchandise, we settled into our seats. So these are all Atsaga fans. Amazing.
いえ、そうであれば嬉しいですが、そうとも限りません。
What do you mean?
好きな声優さんが生で見られるからとか、作品は見ていないけど主題歌を歌うアーティストさんが好きだからなどの理由で来られる人たちもいます。もちろんそれが悪いというわけではなく、規模が大きければそれだけ観客も多様だということです。中にはイベントをきっかけに作品にハマったという事例も聞き及んでいます。僕は友達がいないので真実はわかりませんが。
Wow, coming into a series like that must be a whole different experience, right, Haru? I was fascinated by Harumi's insights, but when I looked over, he was solely fixated on the magazine.
おお、監督のインタビューが6ページも。なるほど。背景に立体感を持たせるこだわりがこんなところに。この少しの工夫であの重厚感を。
So adorable.
なるほど。このセリフの解釈は視聴者に委ねられていたのか。はい。ぜひ僕の解釈を聞いていただきたい。
He's so cute. I thought the tone of his voice was odd. I bet he answered my question out of reflex since he was already focused on the magazine. He looked so serious as he hungrily leafed through the pages and murmured to himself. I doubt I'd get his attention for a while.
Well, goodness, Otome-otan's broken.
He usually hates crowds, but he's so focused on the magazine he doesn't seem to notice, so I guess that's good. There was time, so I chose to leave and be. Instead, I decided to read the pamphlet I got myself. Uh-oh.
いやー、しかしこの演出は神だった。やはり名場面投票1位か。
The man sitting next to Harumi was trying to get his attention, but Harumi was too busy reading to notice.
Hey, Harumi.
晴天を熟読されているところ大変申し訳ないのですが、少々お尋ねしたいことがありまして。
は？え？あ、僕ですか？
He noticed.
そうです。貴殿にお話ししております。
You speak weirdly formally.
何のご用向きでございますか？
Huh?
Oh, he's speaking the same way. He must be nervous.
つかぬことをお聞きするのですが、その悪気、アニメが始まる前に発売されたグッズでは？
そうです。ご存知ですかこれ。監督やスタッフの座組が発表された時から気になっていたので。
わかります。実は自分もでして。
おお。同志。
いやー、嬉しいですね。アニメが始まって3話目の神作画で人気に火がつきましたけど。
Yeah, God tier, yeah.
同じように始まる前から目をつけている人と隣になれるなんて。
You made a friend, honey!
そんな、僕なんて。
I'm glad he seems to be having fun. Even just watching him made me happy.
Once those two exchanged a friendly handshake, they announced the start of the event. The dramatic reading that recapped the story while mixing it with an original story set afterwards was impressive. It was a live performance by the voice actors as they stood in front of their mics, with their scripts in hand. Then the singers performing the theme song live moved me to my core. I lost track of time and became completely absorbed in the world of Atsaga. I'm sure it was the same for Harumi. At the end, there was a lottery. Each of the voice actors had a present to give out to random winners chosen by the lottery. The drawing method was a box filled with the ticket stubs, which the actors pulled from and called out the seat numbers of the winners. The lottery continued in a lively faction until finally the voice actors for Kai and Gerda were up. The mood shifted. Until then, the presents were merchandise you could find in the store. But this drawing was for a rare poster used in early promotion that was never made public. It was even autographed by the director and all the voice actors.
ではまず私が引いた番号は2階席ですね。 H の18番の方。
たった たの2人ですからね。この会場内の同志の一人に当たったのだと思えば、
It's gonna be
自分
him.
のことのように嬉しいです。
It's gonna be him and he's gonna come up. But you'll still be a little jealous.
ちょっとだけ。
では泣いても笑ってもこれでとうとう最後ですよ。責任重大だな。はい、じゃあこれで。これは僕のは K の 25番ですね。
That's Hanami.
Oh.
It's him.
What is it? Wait, Hanami, did you?
Oh.
It's me.
あなたですよ。
What? I whipped my head down to my ticket.
He's right in this seat.
よかったですね。あのポスターをもらえるなんて最高の栄誉ですよ。
Hanami looked even happier than me.
Hey!
After the present lottery, they announced the event was officially over and the audience began moving to the exit.
That was really fun.
As they started moving, walking out, a woman who was sitting in our row spoke to us.
さっきポスター当たった方ですよね。
No. Huh? Yeah.
見せてもらえませんか？でよければ写真も。
Oh, I don't mind.
じゃあ私も。
マジで俺も見せてほしい。
Before I realized that the people who had been sitting around began swarming me, wanting a glimpse of the poster.
Oh, please wait.
じゃあ早速開いて見せてください。
なんだよ、こんなところにたまるなよ。外に出られないだろう。
押すなって。
The crowd gathered around me, and the people who wanted to leave collided, and the whole mass of them came at me like a wave. The force of them all was too much, and I lost my balance. I tried to right myself, but the surge of people was overwhelming.
Ah! I'm gonna fall! I squeezed my eyes shut.
危ない。
But the impact I braced myself for never came. Huh?
Is he fucking princess carrying us? I opened my eyes slowly and saw Harumi's face just in front of mine.
Close. Too close.
怪我とかしてないですよね。
No, thanks.
Alright. Ugh.
あなたに何かあったら、僕は。
It's ad time. So let's take a moment.
Let's chill out.
And let's, you know, chill out. Yeah, it's Princess Carrie time. Ah! I've been Princess Carried once, and I wasn't prepared for it. It was interesting. I think I've told the story before. Ugh. Goodness gracious. It's Sunday. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I just want to chill out and play more visual novels. Sniff, sniff. Sniff, sniff. All I want to do is play more visual novels and more RPGs. Because we're getting close to done with Persona 5. And then I have, like, I could play Yakuza, I could play more Persona, I could pivot and play Magical Star Sign again. There's so much There's so much that I could play, and I have to decide, and that's hard. That's hard. I just want to play. I just want to play more games. I just want to play more games. Happens UI. How did he look like he was gonna cry?
It's okay. I was a little surprised, that's all. I'm not hurt anywhere, see? Wow, that poster is really popular. I'm almost sorry I was the one who won it.
His expression had become harsh.
Yeah.
How did we know? How did we know? Honey, no!
No, honey. What? You are Harume still, right?
He had a tone and expression I'd never seen before. He felt like a different person.
It's just, well, you're usually timid or quiet. For you to be confrontational, saying you've given them a piece of your mind. Aww. Aww. Harume. Do you have food? Or sweets? Or a cat? Oh, PB&J! So you have food. I was correct. Food. Harume said it all with such a firm-toned and gallant expression that I didn't know what to think. He stood up emboldened, but when I looked at his hands, I could see they were shaking. Oh. I've always wanted to make my own jam or jelly because I think having like a strawberry lemon would be delicious, but I've never made a jam or a jelly. He's so nervous, but he's trying so hard for me. Ugh. Oh, no, I'm fine.
Amazing. So here's... Is Harume gonna go absolutely buck wild on this man?
Vinegar? What? When do you put vinegar in jam? He kept apologizing over and over, and then finally left. Karamata has calmed down as well. They're being more careful and making room for people to reach the exits. Huh. Once each person saw the poster, they left. I thought that was pectin. I didn't think Harume could make a face like that. And he called me his dear friend, his precious friend. His words made me so happy. I replayed the moment in my head on a loop. But before I realized that version of Harume had disappeared, I looked around and found him nearby talking to the guy he'd been sitting next to. Yeah, give us a rundown of the jam! Blessings. Wow! Blackberry jelly. I love blackberry jelly. So here's the question. Okay. Ah. Whoa. Here's the question, Reaper. Here's the question that tells me if you really understand. Does your jam have seeds? Does your jelly or jam have seeds? Because if it good. I love blackberry jam and jelly, and raspberry jam jelly, but there's so much fucking seeds in there that I feel like I feel like half the time I'm just spitting out seeds. The two took out their phones and exchanged ring IDs. Yeah, good. Okay, good. What is this feeling I'm having when I look at these two? Jealousy? Since I'm not part of the group? I don't think I'd ever felt like that before. Phantom, what are you about to do? But if Harume mustered up his courage, then I can too. excuse me, would you like my contact info too?
自分とですか
If you don't mind, that is. If you prefer not to.
まさかダメなはずがあるわけないですよ。あまりに言われ慣れてなくて挙動不審になりまして。
Using the code displayed on Ring, we exchanged our contact info. His name was Kaiji Kazuria.
名前めちゃめちゃかっこいいですね。
名前だけですよ。ご覧の通り冴えないキャラですが、カイと名前が一部同じだったことでちょっと救われた気がします。
You're right, your name is Kaiji. Your name is Kaiji.
We kept on chatting. It turned out that Harumi and Kazuria went to the same university.
Phantom! What a coincidence.
自分は満研に所属しているんですが、来たことありますか？部員にも後サガ好きがいるので、ぜひ語り合いましょう。
満研はまだ行ったことがなくて気になっていたんです。
You seem to be having fun. I'm glad we came.
While I was watching those two enjoy themselves, someone was approached from behind.
ねえ、この前会ったはるみくん
What
の
the fuck
彼
are
女
you
さんじゃ
here?
ない？
I know that voice. I could just ignore them, so I turned to face them despite the feeling of dread.
ほら、やっぱりそうだよ。だから言ったじゃん、絶対来てるって。はるみくん付き添いなんでしょ？
ああ、どうも。こんなところで会うなんて奇遇ですね。
As soon as Harumi noticed the girls, he stepped away from Kazuya. He's also hidden his merchandise behind his back. The color drained from his face and he stiffened up too.
別に奇遇でもなんでもないよね。うちら歌聴きたくて来てたんだ。
Now that I think about it, the singer is popular in the mainstream too.
そしたらさっきの抽選で彼女さんが当たってたからさ、はるみくんも絶対いるって話になって。
そうでしたか。
あれ？はるみくんのそのキーホルダーさ、今日のアニメのやつだよね。
おー、ほんとだ。そっちの人もつけてるじゃん。彼女の趣味でキーホルダーまでつけてあげてんの？
ええ、まあそんなところ。
これはアニメが放送される前に先行で発売された。
Yikes! Uh-oh!
ですよ。
Welcome to Sunshine Two Words.
レアなグッズとか言われてもよくわかんないけど、かなりディープなオタクじゃないと持ってないってこと？
Goodness, deep.
まあ私たちオタクじゃないから興味ないけど。っていうか、それはるみくんの私物？
まさかなわけないでしょ。それにそういうの好きなのは彼女の方でしょ。
でも彼女さんの方は何もつけてないじゃん。
Oh boy. What do I do? I need to say something. But if I claim the keychain, Kazuya will think something's off. There's no time to think of the explanation. When I scrambled for an answer, Hanami spoke first.
誤解しないでほしいんですが、これは確かに僕の私物です。自分で買ったものではありません。
Alright, so
彼女にプレゼントされたものです。
we have not done this before in this game. We're gonna go print speed for a while. Everyone, please keep your hands and feet in the vehicle at all times as we enter print speed. So, remember, if you cannot read as fast as print speed, no worries. All you have to do is go back to the VOD and watch it in slower speed. But we're going print speed because I don't like these types of confrontation in stories. So, moving on.
最初は
そっか、そっちのダンス。
さすがに振ります。
Okay, there we go. Satisfies the answer, left alone. Oh no. Oh, yeah, he fix this. He threw in his friend under the bus to save himself.
くずりゅうくん、今のは
さっき言ったこと。
Yep.
そうではないんです。
別にいらないです。パンフ熱心にどっちが本心だか知らない。
Yep. Kazuya left without waiting for a reply. I looked around and saw the event hall was mostly empty.
Hey, Harumi, let's go after him. I'm sure he'll understand once we explain things. You two want to be friends, right? It's too early to give up.
いえ、いいんです。
Honey.
彼の言う通り、僕は最低です。見ず知らずの人に話しかけるのにどれほどの勇気がいるか。僕は痛いほど知っているのに、友達に何かされて黙っているわけにはいかないとか、お前が言うなって話ですよね。あれだけ傷つけておいて。
But he doesn't understand the circumstances. You didn't plan on seeing those two here. He won't understand if you don't explain things.
もういいんです。言葉って誰かを感動させたり。
Yeah, but you never know unless you try.
とてつもなく傷つけたりもしますよね。本当に諸刃の剣なんだなって。しかもその危険性をわからないままに使う僕を、勇者に憧れることすらおこがましいんだって。気づきました。
Harumi's mood was sinking lower and lower. No matter what I said, I doubted my words could reach him. Atsuga taught us it's never too late. What is it that Gerda says? You can change.
僕は怪じゃない。憧れる資格すらないんです。
I felt something snap inside me. I grabbed Harumi by the shoulder. There we go! And forced him to look at me in the eyes. That's enough! All you're doing is wallowing in self-pity. Sitting here feeling sorry for yourself isn't gonna fix anything. He tried to look away, but I moved to meet his gaze. Looking into his eyes, I could see he was slipping into resignation. No, you don't. You say you're a faker and a disappointment, but I'm afraid of how others will see me too. I've agreed with things I disliked or lied just to save face before everyone does.
でも、だからって人を傷つけていい理由にはならないじゃないですか。僕にできることは、せめてこれ以上誰かを傷つけたりしないように黙っていることだけなんですよ。
You're wrong. It's like you said, words have the power to heal or to harm. Even if you don't mean to be hurtful, even if they're by accident, it can still happen. That's life. Whoa! That doesn't mean that when you hurt someone, you turn inwards, and that's the end of it. If you did something wrong, you make it right. If you don't use your words to express how you really feel, you're just giving up. It needed to be said, and I needed him to understand it. If he didn't, Harumi would continue to fester in misery.
あなたに僕の何がわかるって言うんだ。
Isaac, you've come in on our first fight. You've come in at the first fight. Harumi wrenched himself from my hold. I don't. I know I don't. But we're friends. I didn't want to see him in pain like this or to shut himself off from the world. There's nothing more I could say to Harumi. I ran off by myself, overwhelmed.
待ってください。
Yeah, we're fighting with our brother, not brother, who we are fake dating. Because we ran into the girls from his school who were like, ew, you like anime? And he threw his friend that he was making under the bus and said it was all us. I could hear him yelling from a distance, but I left that looking back. We're upset. Ugh, why? Just why? Frustrated, I threw my bag onto the bed. It plopped open and the glow stick from the event rolled over and fell onto the floor. I'd had so much fun up to that point. The location scouting, going to the fan pilgrimage site, sharing thoughts via ring. I wasn't doing it just for Harumi's sake. I was truly enjoying myself. I thought about how, aside from Kazuma, he was my first friend. It's not like I'm not scared of making a connection. I'd always thought my dad abandoned me. The fear of being betrayed and left behind still lingered in my heart. Getting close to someone's hard. I just can't take the first step. Yeah. But Harumi was even more afraid than me. He was unhappy. He was alone, and he couldn't get close to others. I couldn't abandon him. I think it was pity at first. But now it's different. I thought I finally understood. I enjoy being with Harumi, not just for his sake, but because I have fun with him. I want to be with him. But what about him? Does he feel the same? Does he enjoy being with me? Is he able to be himself around me? I heard Harumi's relationship with his dad wasn't the best. He mentioned he'd gone abroad to London as a child at his dad's directive. He was interested in other people, he just didn't know how to communicate with them. I understood that all too well. I meant what I'd said. I had put it in a pretty harsh way. Yeah, but I felt like I was seeing myself in him, and I got so frustrated. I shouldn't have pushed him away. I should have taken one step closer to him. A true friend wouldn't have left him all alone. Why did we just run out? It's not like he's still there. Oh, I was like, are we
gonna run back to the... It's not like he stepped there. Yeah, don't tell him, but it's not like he stopped. Ah! I rushed from my room, upset, and raced for the apartment entrance, but ran straight into someone. I'm sorry, Oh, hi. Yeah. Are you okay? You look like you're about to pass out.
Wait, you chased me all the way home?
How do we try to say something else while panting heavily? I don't know. Well, because he's out of breath. Look, it was bad enough that I don't remember exactly when my mom came into stream last night. But I am glad that she did not hear me talking about... Oh god, he's fucking dying. You need water! Wait here, I'll grab a glass in my room. Holy shit, honey. I never heard Harumi's voice so loud or urgent before. Come in and don't pass out. I was not shaming them.
友達になってくれそうだったクズリュウ君には軽蔑されるし
I think welcome doesn't require... Oh, I still have merch. I need to get rid of the merch one. It doesn't work anymore.
その上大して仲も良くないような同じ大学の女子にカッコつけて嘘までついてこんなその上一人でいじけて殻に閉じこもろうとする 同情の余地もないただのヘタレです
And you can use your channel points to gamble for more stamps. Harumi, that's...
分かってますあなたの言う通りここでうじうじしてても何も変わらないって
Yeah, stamp counting machine is a little overheating.
だからといって間違いを認めて謝るのも怖いんです拒否されて傷つくのはもっと怖いでもこのまま嘘をついて生きていきたくない
You stated it so clearly. Oh, excuse me. That's why.
Oh.
本当のことを彼女たちに言おうと思います
Really?
自分が嘘をつくのもですけどあなたに嘘をつかせるのも苦しいって気がついたんです。クズリュウ君にも謝って。
Yeah.
それで今度は僕から友達になってほしいって言ってみます。
Wow. Harumi looked completely different than at the event hall. His eyes had a new clarity. It was a look that said he was committed to doing what he said he'd do. So you made your choice.
はい。こんなヘタレな僕ですが、まだ友達でいてくれますか?
I'll do you one better, Harumi. I'll still be your girlfriend. Of course. And I'm sorry about how I was back there.
I told Harumi what I'd been thinking back in my room, so I'm really in no position to judge. I'm really sorry.
だとしても、なんで謝るんですか? まるで意味がわかりません。あなたのカツで僕は目が覚めたのに。
Yeah. If that was how he took it, then I was happy.
僕、アニメや漫画で散々知っていたはずなのに。本当は理解できていなかったんだって気がついたんです。慣れ合うだけが友達じゃない。本気で怒ってくれる友こそ真の友である。
Is that a line from an anime? It didn't sound like a historical quote to me. When I asked, Harumi gave me a small smile.
いえ、これは僕が今回の件で実感したことです。
If I was able to do enough push-ups one-handed, I'd be able to crush a man's throat. I don't know why I wavered on what body part.
There's something I want to tell you too. It's something I've never shared with anyone else before. I took the moral high ground with you today, Harumi. But I've never been able to make friends either. I told you how I have no romantic experience. What I didn't say was I have trouble making connections since I don't have a father.
Oh, wow. Saying it aloud left a bitter taste in my mouth. Oh, are we coming out with this already?
My parents separated before I was born, so I don't know who he is, and he probably doesn't know I exist either. Only they know why they split. Maybe it was something unavoidable. But in my eyes, I can't help but feel like he abandoned me. He literally didn't even know you existed. So maybe that's why. No matter who I talk to, I can't fully trust them. I'm scared of getting close to others. I could connect with my mom and grandma, but they're gone now. I spent so much time with them, though. Otherwise, I guess Kazuma, but he's more like family than a friend.
Yeah.
Other than them, I can't really open up. I know it's a problem. It feels like a wall that's blocking me. That's why whenever I try to make new friends, it never works out. So romance, I never even considered it. It's too frightening. Thinking about it out loud, I realize I'm lacking a necessary part of human life.
Friends or romance? Because friends, yeah, you should probably make some friends. Romance, you don't have to have that.
But when I spend time with you, I feel like I'm having fun. I found myself enjoying our friendship. Then I realized that I was so happy.
When I realized that.
I'm saying that I'm the same way. None of us are perfect. That's okay. And maybe that's why we were able to become friends.
Yeah.
あなたにとってとても大事な話ですよね。それを打ち明けてくれたってことは、ちゃんと僕を信用してくれているってこと。
Speak up, honey.
あなたは何も欠落していません。
You really think so? I hope you're right. Hearing that gave me hope, at least.
そうですよ。間違いありません。僕からしたら、あなたは頼れる友達です。
Really? I really am, right?
Harumi's words resonated within me. His kind words soothed my aching heart.
I feel so much better now thanks to what you said. I really am weak. I have no room to judge you.
しっかりしてください。
Being a whip is my thing.
僕の専売特許で、あなたのじゃありませんよ。それに、今のところ譲るつもりもありません。
So you're sticking to that label?
あなたには散々かっこ悪いところを見られていますから。今さら取り繕ったって意味ないでしょ。
You're quite devoted to the role.
言い切りました。これが僕なんです。最初からかっこいい主人公じゃなくて、ヘタレでどうしようもないところも含めて自分なんだって分かったから。明日、くずりゅうくんとも。
I skipped the last bit of his thing. Whoopsies.
You can do it.
Harumi took on a new light in my eyes. Yeah. Oh, Harumi side.
くずりゅう、聞いたか、この前の後サガのイベント、円盤になるらしいな。
Look at all of the different there's Color Malice, there's Pio Fiore, there's Pio Fiore again, there is there's Variable Barricade, there's the Color X Malice dog mascot. I don't like the fact that there's just a box of tissues on the table next to books, but alright.
そうだろうな。当日それなりに機材入ってたし。お前、なんか様子変だけど、推しでも死んだのか？
推しだのか？
いや、そうじゃないけど。
なんだよ、ノリ悪いな。
失礼します。
おお、眩しい。
敵襲か？
いや、イケメンだ。
It's a pretty boy.
3年の牧野です。どうも。
名前聞いたことあるな。
眩しい。It's so bright.
確か帰国子女だって。
なんでここに？
ちょっといいですか？
自分ですか？
はい。あなたです。一つ言っておきたいことがあります。
Mabushi? Isn't that just like it's shiny, beautiful? I think that's just a normal word. Yeah, dazzling, radiant. Well, I think they were talking about the fact that he's like a pretty boy and it's bright and stuff, but yeah.
今さら何を？
その説は大変失礼いたしました。
Is he fucking Dogeza?
はあ？なんで土下座？
Yeah, he's Dogeza.
イケメンの土下座。初めて見た。
しかも額を地面につけるやつだ。マジのやつだな。しかしイケメンがやると何でも美しいな。
何やってんの？やめてくださいよ、そういうの。
僕の話を聞いてください。そうじゃないとやめません。
Harumi, it really sounds like you're about to confess your love.
わかったから、聞くから、聞きますから。
僕はアニメが好きです。こんな見た目だけど僕はアニメが好きなんです。
いや、
全話50回以上見ているし、ティアブレイドも好きです。毎期新作アニメは全てチェックしています。好きな作品をあげればキリがなく、心の殿堂入り作品も両手じゃ足りないくらいです。でも周りからは帰国子女っていうのもあってか、クールとかエリートとかイケメンとか言われて、アニメが好きって言うと勝手に幻滅されるから、それが怖くて今までひた隠しにしていたチキンなヘタレ野郎なんです。だけど僕はやっぱりアニメが好きだし、ずっと仲間と語り合いたいと思っていた。
Yep.
だからクズリュウ君が話しかけてきてくれた時、本当に嬉しくて、僕は君と話がしたい。もし許されるなら友達になってほしい。
牧野君。
あと満件にも入りたいと、できれば。ただ今バイトのようなものをしていまして、冬にかけてそれが忙しくなると思うので、そんなに顔を出せないかも。でもそれでもクズリュウ君と皆さんとつながっていたいんです。よろしくお願いします。
自分は60回は見てるんで。俺70回？
俺は75回。自分は80回超えたあたりで数えるのやめる。
っていうわけで全員2桁は余裕です。
同志というに不足はないだろ
う。では彼の入部は受理して構わんかね、諸君。
異議なし。ここまでされたら断れないですよ。
Aww. Yeah, you're lowest level of you.
よかった。話を聞いてくれてありがとうございました。
こっちこそいきなり切れたりしてごめんなさい。ちゃんとあの時に話を聞くべきだった。自分だって堅気の人間を前にしたら萎縮してしまうしオタ趣味をごまかそうとするのもオタクあるあるなのに、あの時なんでそのことに思いが至らなかったのかと悔やまれます。
クズリュウ君。
Sleepover! Yeah. 99!
時に牧野氏、後坂では誰推しですかな？
どのキャラも魅力的なので基本箱推しでいたいんですが、
Main character.
やっぱりカイですかね。
カイはいいよな。ゲルダがいてこそって感じもするけど。
いや、そこは。
あれ、はるみくんこんなところにいた。
Oh my god, why are they here?
ほら、だからさっきの後ろ姿、はるみくんだって言ったじゃん。
だってこんなところにはるみくんが用事あるとか思わないっしょ。
知り合いですかな。
彼女が来てるとか？でも大学違うんだよね。で、一人じゃん。なんでこんなとこに？まさかと思うけど、はるみくんも本当はオタクだったり？
やっぱ夢のないこと言わないでよ。あれだ、かっこいいからってそいつらに喧嘩売られたとか。
オタクですが何か？
Liar.
はるみくんでも冗談言うんだね。
僕はオタクだと言ったんです。
何それ、マジなの？今まで私たちのこと騙してたんだ。それってひどくない？
最悪だよ。こんなイケてないやつらと二次元について語り合ったりするのほんと幻滅なんですけど。
何よ。
いえ、今まで僕が自分の趣味について嘘をついていたことには謝罪します。僕の趣味は幻滅されるようなことじゃないし、彼らはイケていない奴らではないです。僕なんかを受け入れてくれた新しい僕の友人たちです。
牧野くん、
それってさ、このオタクなお友達も含めて素敵なはるみくんだと思ってほしいってこと？
素敵なはるみくん。
無理っしょ。無理受け付けないもん。
受け付けないとはなんだ。別にこっちだって君たちに分かってもらおうとは思ってないぞ。
受け付けないはこっちのセリフ。
何それ、生意気じゃない？
だからオタクって嫌なんだよね。はるみくんも早くやめた方がいいと思うよ。
Kill them, kill them, kill them, kill them. 67, right?
それだ。本当は嫌なのに。
Well, they really are like.
仲間にされたんじゃない？
They really are coming up with some wild options.
それだ。はるみくんも友達は選ばないとダメだよ。
どうしてそうなるんですか？あなたたちなんかより彼らの方がよっぽど僕を理解してくれる。
はるみくん怖。
マジであんたたちのせいではるみくんおかしくなっちゃったじゃん。どうしてくれんの？
Yeah, they are major delusional. Oh, okay, cool. We don't get to see how that ended. On my way back from university, my thoughts kept drifting back to Hanami. I wonder if he made up with Kazuya. Is that Hanami? I ran up to him, calling his name. When I caught up, I saw he was especially gloomy. Did it not work out?
いえ、くずりゅうくんとは和解もできたし、
Now your fans are
入部しました。
fucking hostile. Well, more hostile.
新たな火種が生まれてしまって。
Well, let's not discuss it here. Come on up to my place.
Yeah, great question.
いえ、夜に一人暮らしの女性の家に上がるというのはさすがにどうなんでしょう。
But it's normal between friends, right? Cosmo comes over all the time. Even though it was early November, the nights had gotten chilly. It seemed like he had a lot on his mind, and I didn't want him to risk catching a cold. Plus, I knew he could trust Harumi.
あ、そうですか。じゃあ、お言葉に甘えて。
I led the still hesitant Harumi along, and we entered my apartment together.
Oh, wow. Whoa. 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 Oh, so your fans fell out? Found out. Well, there was a falling out.
ファンというかなんというか、非難されるのは。
Yeah, our bed does look like a crib, but it's like a day bed. It also functions as a couch. Get cucked here, boy.
What do you want to do?
僕ですか?
You've always been careful about your image, but now you're being true to yourself. Do you think you should just leave it like this? Hanami was silent in thought for a while before answering me.
正直な気持ちを打ち明けると、 やっぱアニメは日本が誇るべき文化なのに、それをバカにされたばかりか、好きだっていうだけで人格まで否定されて。
Enjoying it isn't a crime.
本当にその通りです。どうにかしてギャフンと言わせてやりたい。いや、ギャフンと言わせたいというか、アニメを好きになるとは言いません。
ギャフン。
だけど、好きであることを、好きでいる人間を認めてほしい。
Hi, Lilith! We tried to brainstorm for a while, but we couldn't find an easy solution.
本当は無事仲直りした報告と、今後の仕事の話をして、
How is everyone doing good?
で終わらせたかった。
Oh, Titico, I got to tell you, we took the puppy doggy to a local dog park. Timbits, yum. We took puppy doggy to a local dog park. It took like 10, 15 minutes to get there, to drive there. And then doggy was like, oh yeah, dog park. He walked around, there were 2 other dogs there. They sniffed him. They came up to him and were like, who are you? Sniff, 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 sniff. And he was like, hi? And then he walked around the dog park, peed on a tree, walked around the perimeter of the dog park, and then walked to the door, to the exit door of the dog park, and looked back at us and said, I'm done. No, this was like his 2nd or 3rd time at the dog park. Maybe 2nd. But he just walked around and was like, all right, I'm good. I peed. We walked around with it. We were at the dog park for 15 minutes. Yeah, he's like, whatever. I mean, he's also like 11, so, oh. But yeah, he was very cute. I got to carry him. I carried him, well, I held him in the drive until he decided to walk over on my Earth Dad's lap while he was driving. And then he was like, this is where I'm supposed to sit. And we got ice cream. Not really. Kind of. I mean, it was hot, so he was like, he's panting, it was humid. But then we got ice cream, and he was like, is that for doggies? And we were like, no, not for doggies. I got cookie dough ice cream, and my Earth Dad got some chocolate vanilla swirl. Of which 3 little drops got on the kitchen floor, and doggy went and drank them all up. Hi, Liv! Hi! It's okay. Oh, work! We have a meeting tomorrow. It has to be about...
Hi.
I thought so. Professor Asagi's script is mostly done, so I knew that had to be it. No, well, I don't remember. We went to Brahms, and I don't remember all the things that Brahms has. It's been a long time since I was at Brahms. I think the last time I actually had Brahms was when I was in college. So it's been 6 years. Ugh. Ugh. Amazing. My Earth Dad and I, when I was in college, and I needed to talk to him. I needed to like have a time with my dad. The 2 of us would go. There was a Brahms like 10 minutes from campus or something, and we would go get Brahms. We would sit in the car and we'd chat. So, me and him getting Brahms was kind of like, oh, throwback to the past. We did this all the time. It was like my thing with my dad. Yeah, I'm still reading, but it's so amazing. Well, we can talk about it later. You need to read it too. Yeah. Yeah, we were gonna do Hot Pot. But then he's been doing a lot of house cleaning stuff, and he texted me. He's like, I'm sorry, I'm really tired. I was like, no worries. So we just got, we got Bojangles, which I've never had before. It's my first time having Bojangles. It's perfectly fine. Which doggy went with us while we grabbed it, and Dad, he put the food in the trunk, because he was like, if I had that anywhere in like the main area of the car, the doggy would come after it. I prefer Cane's because their sauce is like crack. So Don't worry about it. Anyway, let's keep brainstorming after the meeting tomorrow.
はい。では、あさってのキャスト発表で。
The cast announcement. Okay. I'm not. That day, the staff gathered to discuss the upcoming schedule. All hands on deck. It was all hands on deck, which included Miss Kayama, who's in charge of hair and makeup, and her assistant, Cosma.
Oh no, Cosma is gonna approach us.
Amid the director's notes and department checks, it was announced the script was done. The characters and cast were set. If everything went well in the upcoming month, shooting would begin at the start of the year. After the meeting, we went and gathered in the room with the principal cast.
I mean, do you want to know what the recipe is? I know it. I just haven't been able to freaking make it. It's like special smoked salt, paprika, I think, and then like mayonnaise and ketchup. Well, no, it's not crack, but it behaves like crack. It's addicting.
では、今回主役に決まりました。西島陸さんです。
Yeah. I mean, I want to eat it like by the bucketfuls, so.
We all applauded the obvious choice. For the next announcement, however.
ではもう一人の主役、瀬名由紀人さんです。
Senna, a model with no acting experience, had landed a co-starring role with Nishijima. Well, everyone was expecting Nishijima. Some looked conflicted over Senna, but then most of them likely hadn't seen his audition or his performance in the short film. Even so, the director had chosen him, so nobody objected. Looking at them standing with each other, they really do look natural together. Kiss, 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 kiss. Speaking of, okay, this is crazy because I just found out. So there's a current, there's a new otome game, or yeah, a new otome game, visual novel being produced called, Snow-Kissed Romance. Snow-Kissed Romance is, yeah, it actually is a dating sim. It is currently, I recently quote retweeted one of their posts. It has harem roots. I'm so fucking, I really want it. I really want it to get funded. They're really close. They're really close to getting funded, but they're not there yet. Yeah, they are currently... They have 4 days to go, and they still need to raise about $10,000 more. Yeah, it's a Kickstarter. I highly recommend you all go look at it. It's really cute. And the voice acting cast is extremely star-studded. I mean, literally... They've got the guy... they have Kaiji Tang here. What was my first anime? Are you talking about animes I knew were an anime or animes I didn't know were an anime? Because if we're saying animes I didn't know were an anime, it would be like Tokyo Mew Mew and Magical Do-Re-Mi. Animes that I knew were an anime, JoJo Romantica. And yes, I watched that way too young. I was in middle school watching JoJo Romantica, and I think that should just tell you... that should just tell you everything about me. Ugh. Next, the supporting cast was announced, including Mr. Hanai and other familiar names. There's people from the camp? Some of them were actors who'd lasted until the final round of auditions. I have not. The meaning, I'm not a huge, like, mobile otome player because I just... Yeah, that's mostly why. I just want to pay for a full game and get the whole game. The meeting continued for a while to cover script distribution and dates for the table readings. We also scheduled costume fittings and more.
では、本日はこれで解散としよう。
I got through it. I'd figured I wouldn't be too involved now that the script was done, but I'd be assisting Mr. Asagi, who himself was very busy. Plus, I'd be doing a lot of other tasks once shooting began. I can still be involved. I'm glad. I can continue working with Harumi. Wait, what am I thinking?
何百面相してんだ
Kajima! Oh, good work today. Now that we've got the cast finalized, things are finally happening.
そうだな
Have I played Mystic Messenger? Oh yeah. I was playing Mystic Messenger when it first came out. I was waiting. I was up till 3 a.m. because that was my first year in college. I was a freshman in college playing Mystic Messenger.
この間
お疲れ
Hi, Senna. Oh, Senna! Personal boundaries, please!
抱きしめたつもりだったんだけど相変わらずだな上田ちゃんは。
ちょっとユキトさん久しぶりでいきなりのボディタッチは NG っすよ
カズマちゃんも相変わらずだね。
It's nice to see you again, Senna. Congrats on your big role.
何それ素直に喜んでますよ俺は。ねえ西島さん。
It's nice to see you too, Nishijima. Congratulations on getting the lead.
ありがとう上田さん
I was a little surprised by the casting. Not that you two were chosen, but I thought you'd get the opposite characters.
あわかるそれ
Yeah.
確かに僕も思ってたのとは違ったかもしれないでもやるからには完璧に演じてみせるよ
まああれじゃんギャップ萌えって感じ
Yeah, gap
その意
boy.
外性からの
Mhm.
へえユキといつもと違う一面が見えてますます好きになっちゃう的な
Oh boy.
Subvert expectations.
Oh yeah, it's still very yellow.
Excuse me. Hey, Harumi!
どうしました
I just had an idea about that other plan we've been talking about.
本当ですか
I don't think it'll solve all the issues, but it might get them to at least listen to us. I'm not sure it'll work out, but I do think it's worth a shot.
聞かせてください
Okay, well,
There's still people around, so we stepped out into the hall and spoke quietly. I hope we left everyone for our boyfriend.
うん確かに明暗ですですが彼らが協力してくれるでしょうか
I don't know. We'll have to ask and see. It's important they feel the same as you, Harumi.
確かに聞いてみないとわからないですしね僕連絡してみます
Okay.
ありがとうございますではオペレーション ING 始動
ING.
He's already named it?
No, I decided to just roll with it. Operation TAS had begun.
I wonder what it means, though.
That's not the real issue right now.
Okay, anyway, I can probably do something about the outfits, although we'll probably need Cosmo's help.
Yeah. I started to look for him, but was interrupted.
なに内緒話とかやらしいな
Senna! Again!
やらしくなんかないです
カズマちゃんならここにいるよ
I don't know.
なんだよ
I wanted your help with something.
ちょっと面白いことするなら俺たちも参加させてよ
俺
Riku's like, why are you pulling me into this?
ねえ西島さ
んだからなんで僕までっていうか何の話ですか
While Senna was clearly enjoying himself, I felt bad that Nishijiba was being dragged in. But oh well.
実は見返したい人たちがいるんです
見返したい
That does sound ominous.
へえなんか穏やかじゃない感じだね
リベンジってこと
ある意味ではそうなります
ああやっぱり面白そうな話じゃん
Amazing.
手伝うよ
まだ何をするか話していないんですが
Revenge.
いや牧野くんが困ってるなら俺は力になるよ
Yes, it is.
ではるみちゃんは誰にいじめられたの
Bullied by Whittle Harumi.
走られたりしたってことかなそいつらにリベンジすればいいんだな
Don't revenge!
ああそうじゃないです違います皆さんにお願いしたいのは
Uh-huh.
A few days later, Senna wanted to see things go down himself, so we had to schedule a time when both he and Nishijima were free.
So we know we are not related to Senna. And we know we're not related to our professor. Riku and Hanami, the current guy we're related to, the current guy we're dating, we don't know if we're related to. We're like Otome Jesus, yeah. Due to that, in the morning before the table reading was scheduled, Operation TAS was executed. We were gathered with the manga club.
Makinoshi. Operation
Makinoshi?
果たして
ING は何ですか？ ING 何の意味ですか？何の意味ですか？
牧野くん、自分大丈夫ですか？
We have one named man. It is it's actually from Collar X Malice. It's like the police dog mascot.
コスプレならともかく、
こ
ういった限りなく素に近いのは初めてで落ち着かないんですよ。
くずりゅうくん、大丈夫です。今のあなたはどこからどう見ても。
Here they come!
Familiar voices echoed down the hall. The conversation stopped outside the door. The club became intensely silent.
ここでしょ、オタクの巣窟。こんなとこ呼びつけるとかマジでないわ。ほんと映ったら困るんだけど。
オペレーション ING 作戦を実行する。
Hanami whispered the order to his friends. The girls threw open the door and came in. Hanami self-proclaimed fangirls who hated nerds.
はるみくんさ、こんなところに呼び出して一体何のつもり。
ちょっとこれそっちの人たち、はるみくんの知り合い？
知り合いも何も満研の仲間ですが。
は？そんなわけないでしょ。こんな爽やか青年見たことないし。
前からいましたよ。こないだお会いしたばっかりじゃないですか。
嘘でしょ。だってこんな見た目全然。
これってもう詐欺じゃん。前見た時はめちゃめちゃモサかったしダサかったのに、なんかさっぱりしてるし服もおしゃれだし。
Both.
気のせいかもしれないけど、なんかキラキラしてる。
I think they say it's blonde though.
そこまで言わなくてもいいじゃないですか。
誰？前からいた？本当に？
いましたよ。イベント会場でも会ってます。
本当？こんなスペック高い人いたら見逃すわけないんだけど。もしかしてあのピン底メガネ
Kazuria nodded shyly.
うわー、どっからどう見ても爽やかイケメンなんですけど。そう、理解追いつかない。
The girls complained of being dizzy and sat heavily in some chairs. I can sympathize with their confusion a bit. Yeah.
やりましたね、皆さん。
Transform.
オペレーションイケメンになってギャフンと言わせるは大成功です。イケメンになって
ING? G ってなんで G ってなんだよ G なぜ違う G になってじゃないよ Transform and stun.
So that's what it stood for.
まあ人は見た目で判断しがちだからね。
あれ、モデルのユキと
ほほーん、どうだ。こいつらの髪俺がカットしたんだぞ。あ、ちょっと姿は見せないって話だったんだけど。まあいいじゃないっすか。
俳優の西島陸まで。なんで？
夢？幻？これ一体何のサプライズだったの？
Welcome to Pranked!
なんでもいいわ。もう最高。
Seeing this group all of a sudden would sure be a shock. With Nishijima's help, we borrowed some fashionable clothes and had Senna coordinate the outfits. After that, Kazuma cut and styled their hair. The plan would have never gone over so well without all their help. Senna approached the girls and they erupted into screams of excitement. Please don't make me hear that.
はいはい、いい子だから、
Oh,
ちょっと静かにしよっか。そしたらいいことしてあげちゃうかも。
はい。
はるみちゃん、ほら言いたいことがあるんでしょ。
What a fucking fever dream they've had. These two girls.
ちゃんと話を聞いてほしくて。
何？
今後、オタクだからって非難するのはやめてほしいんです。
Here, I need you to do me a favor. Stop being prejudiced.
皆さん、見た目が変わったら普通に接してくれましたよね。
Stop treating people you're not attracted to like shit. Well, that seems to be a problem many people have.
それはそうだけど。
でも中身は変わらないし、好きなものをバカにされたら嫌な気持ちにだってなります。あなたたちもそれは同じではないですか？僕は好きなものを非難されるのが怖くて、あなたたちに嘘をついていました。誰に何と言われようと好きなものは好きだし、嘘をつくのは嫌だから。もしそれでも僕と仲良くしてくれるなら、友達として今度は僕もちゃんと向き合います。
I don't think they were ever your friends, honey.
まあ確かに。
私も自分の好きなものをバカにされてイラッとしたことはあるし。でも周りに合わせて笑ってごまかしたりして、そんで後で一人でモヤモヤしたり。
わかった。勝手なイメージでバカにするとかこれからはやめる。
And a posture check, goodness.
ごめんね。
Yeah. And a stretch.
分かってくれて
That's my little weeb boyfriend.
ありがとうございます。
That's my little weeb boyfriend.
Hey Patch, thank you. けどさ、うちらからも一言。
なんですか？
あんたら絶対そっちの方がいいって。絶対モテるし、ビンザコメガネやめてコンタクトにしたら？
いや、そんな。
Because you look bashful, but he also seemed to like the attention.
つうか見比べたいから元の自撮りとか見せてよ。
Yeah, glasses are way better. Glasses are
マ
hot.
ジで？じゃあ記念にみんなで撮ろうよ。
Seeing the girls turn over a new leaf with the manga club remind me of when I first become friends with Otome. Yeah. People could change each other when given the chance. Understand each other. Alright, ad time. And then we're gonna see if we can get to the end of this chapter. Because this is chapter... Well, I'm gonna drop a save right now. It's chapter 5. So if we can get to the end of chapter 5, the next stream will just be 6 and 7, which is the last ones. But we haven't even gotten... There's a freaking... There's a whole pretend time that we haven't even hit yet. Ugh. Ow, my shoulder hurts. My shoulder hurts. Ugh. Me neither. I don't want to go to work either. I want to sleep. I want to sleep and read Fish BL. Fish BL. Fish BL. The Fish BL is, I get the second book. Apparently it's coming now Tuesday instead of Wednesday. Cancel Monday. Every day is Fish BL day. I just want Fish BL. Also, guys, I found one of my childhood lost media. Well, to me, lost media. It's lost media to me. I found it. I just have to figure out what episode of it is. So now I just have to find the other lost media, which I have even less of a description for. I'm gonna have to go on Reddit and be like, does anybody know this absolutely weird? Yes and no. So the lost media the one that I just found out like today is called The Webulous World of Dr. Seuss. I don't remember which episode it was, but I remembered it being like Dr. Seuss, puppets, and musical. And so now I just have to find which episode it was. But apparently there's only 2 seasons, so it's not going to be too difficult to probably search there and find it. Yeah. Yeah, the only... And now it's just the... and then now the last one is the last one is one that I highly doubt I may ever find, but I very much still remember it.
People can understand each other when given the chance.
作戦は大成功でしたな。
Oh my god.
いえ、僕はただみんなに手伝ってもらっただけで。
I used to bring caterpillars home thinking I could raise them.
だが、誰か
I didn't think about feeding them.
何事も始まりはしない。マキの死のことを同胞として誇りに思いますぞ。
それは嬉しいです。ありがとうございます。
Oh my goodness.
いい感じじゃん。
Well, yeah, but you have to know what to feed them. Yeah, but a lot of them only eat special leaves, certain leaves.
With all your contributions, it was a huge success. Thank you, everyone.
じゃあ、僕たちはこれで。
上田ちゃんは今日の本読み立ち会うの？
Oh, yeah, I'll head over later.
OK。じゃあ今日はいつも以上に張り切っちゃおうかな。
OK。
Shut up.
上田さん関係なく真面目によろしく。
何言ってんすか。俺やる気満々ですよ。あ、俺も行くっす。カズマちゃんは読み合わせに用事ないっしょ。気合入りすぎじゃね？
立ち会いませんよ。俺にもちゃんと自分の仕事があるんです。
Yeah. But here's the thing, I would bring them home in empty water bottles with like a stick and some dirt. And my mom would be like, put it back outside. Kazuma and the others left to head to their next assignments while Harumi was talking to the club members. Kazuma should have popped back. I bound thanks as they departed while my thoughts drifted to future events. With all this settled, we don't need to pretend to be a couple anymore. The thought was more than a little sad. Well, now we could date for realsies. Harumi still had classes to attend, so we'd meet up later after they were over. I needed to return the outfits we'd borrowed anyway, so I headed back to the studio by myself. There was an outfit for every club member, so it was pretty difficult carrying them down the stairs on my own. Heavy. I stopped at the landing to catch my breath when suddenly the load became lighter. Harumi?
Makino-kun じゃなくて悪かったな。
Kazuma! Sorry, I didn't mean to sound ungrateful.
結構重いな。
My god, Phantom.
無理すんなよ。
Thanks, Kazuma, but why are you here?
仕事だよ、仕事。どこ運べばいいんだ？
He helped by carrying half the load back to the costuming department. Thanks, you've been a huge help. I'm sorry to distract you from your work.
あのさ、ちょっと聞きたいんだけど。
Oh boy.
実はちょっと前に花井さんから、お前と牧野くんが付き合ってるって聞いてさ。
Stop playing with poisonous insects, guys! Nah.
Oh, yeah?
その時は半信半疑だったけど、この前お前の部屋に牧野くんが入って見ちまった。
Oh, that night.
誰かと付き合うことになったなら、さすがに報告とかしてくれそうなもんだろ。でも俺何も聞いてないし。話の出所が花井さんってのもあるけど。お前らって本当に付き合ってんのか？
Cosmo's doubts were understandable. If I had been dating someone for real, I certainly would have talked to him about it. The problem with Otome... The problem was, Otome and I were only sort of dating, assuming it all even counted at all. It was difficult. It was too difficult a situation to explain. There's no need to lie about it, so I might as well tell him what the deal is.
まああれだろ。今回のゴタゴタと同じで、
I really
なん
read
か
that
巻き
as...
込まれてとかじゃねえの。
I really read that as it's because you're poly, right? What?
お前困ってるやつほっとけない性分だから。
My goodness.
Oh, he's perceptive.
じゃなきゃ、お前が俺に黙って他の誰かととかってありえねえし。
No, it would not, Phantom. We've talked about this.
変な冗談はやめろよな。マジで心臓に悪いからさ。
It was as if Cosmo couldn't fathom the idea of me and Otome dating, or that I could even date anyone at all. Is it really that strange of an idea?
Cosmo froze in his tracks.
ひょっとしてマジなのか?
Cosmo's tone was panicked.
I should check with Otome first before I say anything more. I'll just evade the question for now. I felt bad about it, but I decided to change the subject. So, did you know there's a new fried chicken kiosk in front of the station now? It smells really good. I bet you'd be interested in it too, since...
話そらすな。
Well, shoot. Gugh. I could look away. His expression was so serious, unlike anything I'd seen from him before.
別に反対したりしねえよ。ただ、お前の口から直接報告してもらいたいだけで。じゃねえと、気持ちの整理がつかないからさ。
He also has a crush on us. I found myself backing into a wall as Cosmo came closer by the second.
Cosmo
was always there for me, worrying about me, but I'd only been thinking of Otome lately. I felt guilty about it, but I was also taken aback by Cosmo acting so confrontationally.
どうしたんですか?
Otome!
Dear Lord. Otome approached us at a brisk pace and spoke in a low tone.
何してるんですか、上久保くん。
Wow. Oh boy, I didn't expect these two to fight.
お前には関係ねえだろ。
関係あります。
え？関係ってどんな？
それは。
The tension was escalating. If I didn't do something, these two would surely come to blows.
Hey, Otome, I've known Cosmo for a long time. It's fine.
男女の友情を否定はしません。でも、
Well,
これは明らかにあなたが困っている。違いますか?
だからなんだって言うんだよ。
I like pill bugs. I don't touch them. I've had to kill a pill bug or two.
Oh my god. In my house.
彼女は僕の
Yep,
大
there
事
it
な
is!
恋人だ。離れろ。
Otome took my hand and pulled me protectively into his arms. Otome!
恋人。お前マジで言ってんのか?
冗談を言っているように聞こえますか?
You should be.
じゃあ聞くけどよ。
Yeah.
Ah, here we go. Episode 5 pretend time.
Blessings.
All right, here we go. All right. Convince Cosmo you're dating. No, this is not the final pretend. There's still 2 more pretends.
こいつのどこが好きなんだ?
彼女は僕にいつも寄り添ってくれる。
It is not the final pretend.
時には本気で怒っ
Not
て
even close. We're still chapter 5, guys. There's 2 more chapters.
彼女のそういうところが信頼できるし。
I hate June bugs because they always die but fucking front porch. Right, or right in front of the office door. And then I have to sweep June bug corpses away. He said it with such conviction. What?
Huh? Isn't that what we decided when we started this?
I highly doubt it. How many? That's not what we decided on. Oh, that isn't what we decided on when we started this. I highly doubt it. How did we forget the notes he wrote for himself? Was he improvising?
それじゃあお前はなんでこいつのことが好きなの?
Me?
I tried to save in one of my old houses. We had a pool, and the ladybugs would drown themselves in the pool. and so I tried to save them, but I just kind of stuck them in again. Okay, again, Prince forgot that bugs eat. I stuffed them in a like little ladybug terrarium thing. It was made to hold ladybugs, but it was also made for you to put ladybug food in, but I didn't have any of the ladybug food. So I just put the ladybugs and like some water, and then they'd shit themselves and die. And then I'd be like, oh, they laid eggs! Because I was stupid about bugs. How he strives to improve.
How he's always striving to improve himself one step at a time. Where others would give up, he keeps at it. Seeing his dedication inspires me.
なんか付き合い長そうな話になってるけど、実際付き合い始めたのはいつから？
We decided this in our character notes. We began dating on Haname's birthday.
9月26日。その日に聖地巡礼に一緒に行って
Shit!
もらっ
Stop
て
deviating from the script!
帰りに告白した。
That's not what we agreed on! Is this gonna work?
聖地巡礼って？それどこに何しに行ったんだ？
Junebugs are suicide missions.
Kazuma looked at me for answers. We went to an udon shop. We went to an udon shop and had the same meal the anime characters ate.
天かす山盛りですごく美味しかった。
Yeah, you piled on so much it overflowed.
それはもう忘れてほしい。
But it's part of the memories of our time together, so it's important.
たかだかうどんでここまで盛り上がれるもんか。じゃあ初デートはさすがに言ってんだろ。まさかそれも聖地巡礼とかじゃねえよな。
I'm ready for this one. We decided on the planetarium.
水族館です。
Fuck! He keeps going off script!
Since this is Harumi, though, I assumed he had a plan. I think the aquarium was the place we visited while we were location scouting.
確かに聖地巡礼よりはそれっぽくなってきたな。で、水族館では
Yeah, you suck at this, Harumi. Well, we watched the dolphin show. We watched the dolphin show. We sat in the very front row and got soaking wet.
けど、あなたがハンカチで拭いてくれたから。
Okay, why did they translate that as towel? He literally says hankachi.
And then you got worried that I'd catch a cold since I was still wet and you drive me off with your own towel.
おかげで二人とも風邪はひかずに済んだし。
The show is really fun. I want to go back there again.
二人の世界作るなよ。
No!
Kajima.
でもな、そうは言ってもなんか付き合ってるっぽく見えねえんだよな。
I mean, that's what I did though in Japan. I carried around a small washcloth with me because I knew people carried around handkerchiefs, but I didn't have like a handkerchief because that's not like a part of American culture to just carry around a handkerchief. So I just carried around a small washcloth with me at all times. It helped.
What kind of things?
それなりには。
それってキスとか？
Why would you ask that? I wish I could disappear. We haven't kissed yet. We haven't kissed yet. Because you do that after you deepen the relationship. So, yeah, not yet.
やめろ、もう分かったから。
Kazuma covered his ears. Why would you even ask that in the first place if you don't want to hear the answer?
さっきから突っかかってくるけど、認めたくないだけなんじゃないか。
そんなことねえし。
Oh, no, that's exactly it.
僕たちが互いを思い合ってる証拠を見せれば納得するのかな。
Proof, could he mean?
Kiss him!
I'm just gonna kiss him right here. A photo. This is a photo I took when we went to the botanical gardens. I always have it with me in my planner.
俺も持ってる。この時のことは印象深かったな。写真も時々取り出して見ているし。
お前ら。
Yahoo!
もういい。
まだ話していないこともある。
So I mentioned.
いや、もういい、十分だ。むしろこれ以上聞きたくない。突っかかった俺が悪かった。
Poor guy. He has had a crush on us every single route, and we just keep going for other dudes.
So dramatic.
Sorry, Kazuma raises his hands as surrendering. So dramatic.
それに、お前のそんな顔俺は見たことねえし。
あ？
きっとそういうのが見れるのは牧野くんだけなんだろうな。
Yo! Complete.
いいか、牧野くん。
Oh, shovel
こいつ
talk.
のこと傷つけたらただじゃおかねえからな。
Oh.
そんなの上久保くんに言われるまでもないです。
そうかよ。じゃ、俺は仕事あるから。
With that, Cosmo left us. I was so nervous! You totally ignored all our character notes!
すみません。でも恋人という嘘以外は彼には本当のことを言うべきだと思って。
I see. Well, you've accepted who you are, made some new friends, so I guess we don't need to keep up the charade, but... Oh no! We went through a lot to convince Kazuma. Maybe we should keep it up a bit longer.
あなたがそう言ってく
Okay,
れ
at
るなら
this point, we're actually dating.
By the way, you surprised me when you came out of nowhere speaking like that. Same. I don't get paid to cry.
Well, I mean, I cry at work. I cry on company time. But I also use the bathroom on company time, so I don't think that really matters.
すみません。いきなり慣れ慣れしいですよね。
Well, you're fine,
戻し
honey.
ますから忘れてください。
Wait, you don't have to. I just... You can talk to me without being so formal.
本当は自分のことを俺っていう練習とかもこっそりしてるんです。
Honey.
ヒーローってそういうイメージです。
Dating chicken, yeah. We just act more and more like a couple until yeah, one of us either catches feelings or backs out, yeah.
Exactly, same. I'm on salary. I'm not hourly, so whatever the fuck I do. Watching Prince on company time! Wow! Wow! Thank you! How do we be more assertive? It's kind of weird to me.
言葉遣いだって普通に喋ろうと思うこともあるんだけど、敬語の方が余計な敵を作ることも少ないかなって思って。
Boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I watch Prince on company time.
周りの人たちもそういう牧野晴美を求めてるんじゃないかって。
いや、本当の牧野くん欲しい。I see. I like it though. Being more casual makes me feel like we've gotten closer.
そうかな。あなたがそう言ってくれるなら取り繕うの
Oh,
は
my
や
shoulder
めて。
fucking hurts.
Oh, I'm sure everyone at the university will understand. They would likely be surprised at first, but I was sure they'd accept them.
Whose routes have we completed? We've completed Kazuma and we've completed Yukito. So now we're completing Harumi, and then next we'll do Riku, and then finally we'll do our professor, who we can't even do, and we can't even like start his route until we've done all the others.
They would likely be surprised at first, but I was sure they'd accept him.
ところで、さっきの話なんだけど。
Uh-huh. Yeah?
さっきとっさに恋人って言ったけど、あなたは上久保くんのこと男性として意識したりは。
Huh? What? Me and Kazuma?
いや、なんでもない。こっちの話だから。いや、何を気にしているんだ。
Aww. Harumi turned his back to me and kept mumbling to himself.
While I was worried what Kazuma thought, he'd accepted Harumi. I felt like I'd gotten closer to Harumi thanks to Kazuma. I'll need to thank him later.
何のお礼ですか?
Reverse pretend time, yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Next chapter. Blink, 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 blink. Put me on the next chapter. Give me the next chapter. Yes! All right, we'll call stream here today. We got through 2 chapters. All right, everybody. That means next Lover Pretend stream will be the final Lover Pretend stream. Well, the final Harumi episode. Final Harumi. Yeah. All right, so before we head out, I want to go to new game here for a moment. I have one quick announcement to make. And that is, so remember how I told you guys to leave the 28th open? Well, that is because I will be taking place in a very special event on the 28th. I will be taking part of the Vtuber Summer Slam by organized by Gamers Outreach. It is a charity stream. So I will be playing Getting Over It for charity. We'll be raising money for getting video games to kids in hospitals, which, as someone who's chronically ill, oh boy. No! We also have to be aware that there is TOS. There is a special TOS for these streams, so we'll have to tone down the sex talk. It does sound like a wrestling tournament. But yes, so that is, I will be releasing the goals that we'll be heading towards. I think might just be one goal, and all that stuff. And I will be announcing that later, but I did want to put it out there so you all know that I will be taking part in the VTuber Summer Slam on Saturday, the 28th of June. It's June. Oh, fuck, it's halfway through June. Yikes. But yeah, so that is lots of fun. As well, I believe, y'all better be on your best behavior. I believe I have both Wednesday and Thursday off, if possible. So, we may have double, yes, no talk about prison BJs. We'll see if we have double Tomodachi Life or something. We'll see what we got. But yeah, that is all the time I have for tonight. Thank you everybody so much for stopping by. It really truly means a lot to me. I appreciate all of your support so much. Whether you are here live or if you are watching from a VOD, thank you for being my Melrose and Yawns. All right. And well, let's pop her here without any further ado. All right, you all know the usual song and dance. If you're not already following me on social media, I'd appreciate it very much if you would. We are 11 followers away over here on Twitch for unlocking me starting the new VN. So that's fun. As well, if you're not already part of our Discord server, I would love to see you there. We have fun. You'll get notifications for streams. We have anime night, all sorts of cool stuff. Yeah. Wow. I hope you all have a wonderful meowing, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you. There is not prison BJs in there. And, well, without any further ado, bye.